Hi, Dr. Shook here. I want to share some information with you guys really quickly about food colorings, okay? So there's a research paper that was published on food colorings, and what they showed was that these food colorings can bind to the proteins of food. They can also bind to you and your proteins. And a good example is whenever someone eats a lollipop or kid eats some of these things that are artificially colored, say a cupcake with icing, and their tongue is green or red or whatever color. If you ever see that, try to wipe it off. You'll see it won't come off because the food coloring has bound to the child's epithelium, the top layer of the skin. Okay, it's bound to it. It literally has to exfoliate off to be removed from the tissues. So it binds to the protein. Now, why this is a big problem, especially with people that have Hashimoto's or any autoimmune condition, is that it will also bind to food proteins. And if you know anything, if you've been watching what I've been sharing with you guys, you know that food proteins, partial food proteins called peptides, can trigger an immunological response, especially in people that have a permeable gut or leaky gut, and that it can be a trigger and exacerbation or exacerbator of autoimmunity. It can exacerbate autoimmunity. So what you'll find is that these food colorings can bind to the food proteins and create a situation where your enzymes, which typically break down all the food proteins into their individual little parts called amino acids that you will not react to. You will not react to the amino acids. You will react to the partial proteins of the food. But the food coloring will bind to it and make it so that the enzymes can't digest it. What does that mean? Well, that means if that food coloring partial protein peptide crosses into the bloodstream, and it crosses because it cannot be digested by your enzymes, and it triggers an immune response, then it means it could be a problem for people that have immunological responses to food proteins, because it's going to block and prevent the word is proteolysis, or the breakdown of the protein by your digestive enzymes. So I'm going to tell you now, if you don't already know this, get food colorings out of your life and your diet. Just like artificial sweeteners, get those out as well. It's a different topic, but anything artificial, just get rid of it. Get it out of your diet. These artificial food colorings are bad news. They're going to promote the antigenicity of food peptides. That means you're going to react to them, much more likely to react to them, because your digestive enzymes cannot break these partial peptides or these partial protein sequences down. And it's going to, if you have intestinal permeability or leaky gut, it's going to make it much more likely that you react to the to that food protein, that partial food protein, because the food coloring blocks the proper digestion. Okay, Dr. Shook, I hope this helps you guys to better understand what's going on with your health. If you guys need anything or have any questions, just let us know. Thanks.